in today's session of Divorce Court.
So you decide the only thing I can do to get even with him
is to destroy what he loves most.
Teresa Zander's marriage went up in flames.
I threw his stuff out the window and I burned it.
I she's insane, Your Honor.
Now William Zanders wants her to pay in this session of Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. Judge Mablean Ephriam presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the matter of William Zanders versus Teresa Zanders. And Mr. and Mrs. Zanders, I understand that you're before the court today because Mr. Zanders is asking me to order you to repay him $2,715 for some Star Wars and G.I. Joe toys. Is that right?
Basically, that's right, Your Honor. I married a lunatic, okay? And straight up, I just married a lunatic. I married into the loony bin. I didn't know what I was getting into.
What made her such lunatic?
I mean,
and how are you qualified to call her that?
It takes a crazy person to take something from a child and destroy it, okay?
So what did she take from a child?
She took this collection. This collection was for my son. It's valued at $2,715.
What do you mean it was for your son? How old is your son?
My son right now, he's going to be 6 years old this year, Your Honor, and you know, all these figures here are valued at $2,715.
Well, how long have you been collecting these?
Ever since I was a child. I wanted to give my son something from when I was a child so he would understand what I went through as a kid, what I had to play with, because the toys they make today are not like the toys we had when we were kids, and I wanted him to have something that he was going to like and he was going to love. But this old crazy girl, she took the stuff.
Stop calling her crazy.
Yes, she is.
Stop talking when I'm talking. Now, what's going on with these toys? Did you take them?
No, I destroyed them.
How did you destroy them?
I burned them.
Was it something that he was collecting?
Burnt something.
It was something he's had since he was a child. He was not buying anything for his collection.
So tell me, why did you burn them, Mrs. Zanders?
I burned them because he came to my home. He brought another woman to my home.
That's a lie.
He brought another woman to my home.
Why I need somebody else to do my dirty work?
Because you did.
Stop, Mr. Sanders. Who said anything about dirty work? She said you brought another woman to her home. You said it was a lie. And now you say, why I need somebody else to do my dirty work. So obviously she's telling the truth about the fact that you brought someone else to your home.
Mrs. Sanders, don't talk to him anymore, okay? Just to the judge when the judge is asking you to speak, all right?
Okay. Your Honor, he brought another woman to my home and told her...
And that justified your burning of his toys?
No, just let me finish. I brought another woman to my home, told her, take care of my light work. And she wouldn't get out of the car because she was scared. I told him, or he told me, I'm going to go get my son. He went walking up my steps after he had abandoned me and his child. Told me he was going to take my son. After I sent him on his merry little way, I threw his stuff out the window and I burned it. Because he brought another woman to your house? Exactly the way he hurt me. He loved those toys more than he loved me, and that's what I did to him so I could hurt him the same way.
So you burned the toys because he brought another woman to your house, and that's what hurt you? Or because he said he was coming to get your son, and that's what hurt you? Or because he abandoned you, and that's what hurt you? Which one?
All of the above.
All of the above. And now, having destroyed his toys, what did that do for you?
Gave me a sense of relief.
And did that bring your husband back to you?
I didn't care whether he came back or not.
And what did he do to hurt you so?
He ran around on me. He cheated on me. He's abandoned me and my son several times.
What do you mean by abandoned? What do you
mean? Meaning leaving and staying with other women.
How long have you been married?
5 years.
So in the course of these 5 years, he's left you several times?
I don't remember.
You're not sure how long you've been married?
5 or 6 years.
Because she's a lunatic, man.
And during that time, he's left you several times?
Yes, several.
And for how long a period of time?
However long he felt. The longest was a year.
Tell me how long, a year?
Yes, a year.
And during a whole year of separation and what you term as abandonment, you didn't file for divorce?
No, I didn't.
And you took him back when he came back after a year?
He promised that things would be different.
Did you hear from him?
No, I didn't.
Well, what were you doing in a year you're away from your wife?
Your Honor, I was out working. I was out making a living for myself. I had to go on with my life.
What job requires you to be away from your wife for a year?
I was a traveling salesman, Your Honor. I went off to stay with my mother and my sister in another state. And when I got there was a job opening with this company, and I took it. And I became a traveling salesman, Your Honor. I had to go on with my life. I'm not going to sit here.
Excuse me, Mr. Zanders, but a traveling salesman said that you couldn't contact your wife?
Your Honor,
Hold
I
on,
tried
I'm
on several
asking
occasions,
a question now.
And I'm going to explain. I tried on several occasions to contact through my family. I tried to get contact with my son. I didn't want anything to do with her. After I left her, I left her for good. I left her for good.
Excuse me, Mr. Zanders.
I moved out.
Okay, did you move out or did you go to work? There is a difference. I moved out and I moved away from where we were at. I moved away from her because she was basically stalking me everywhere I went. Every time I turned around, she was there. She would not let me see my son. Mr. Zanders, listen to me. You're not making sense.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
I went to work. I went looking for a job. I was a traveling salesman. I left because she was stalking me. I left. You're saying totally inconsistent things. Now, can I get a decent, consistent answer? Did you leave your wife because you were divorcing and breaking up? Or did you leave the home because you were going to work?
I left the home because I was breaking up with her.
Oh, and she just didn't know it?
No, she knew it.
You told her you were going to work?
Yes, I told her I was leaving her. I was moving away from there because I didn't want anything to do with her anymore.
Do you recall him telling you that he was going to leave you for a year?
I recall him telling me he needed some space, that we needed time apart.
If he left you saying, I need my space and I'm out of here, did you understand that to mean that the two of you were separated and were about to end this relationship?
No.
So you thought that he would contact you?
No, I knew that the relationship was over when he left state. Nobody saw him again.
And he didn't give you a number or an address or any way to reach him, right?
Nobody knew where to find him.
And so that's why you say he abandoned you?
That's why.
What did you do during that 1 year he was gone?
Went on with my life.
So as far as you were concerned, it was over?
Yes.
And then suddenly he just contacted you?
Yes.
So how did he know where you were?
His father.
You stayed in the same place or you kept in touch with his father?
I kept in contact with his father.
So then all of a sudden he contacted you through his father, which he hadn't been able to do for a year?
That's right.
And you went running back to him?
For my son's sake, yes, I did.
For your son's sake?
He wanted to be with his father.
What good was that going to do if he had been away from his father for a year and he hadn't heard from him, had absolutely no contact with his father, didn't know that the man lived, whether he was dead or alive? How was this for your son's sake? Come off of it.
My father-in-law told me to take him back.
Oh, so you did it because someone else suggested that you should?
I held his opinion in high regard. Very high regard. I always held that man's opinion in high regard. That's why I stayed with him as long as I had.
Because of your father-in-law?
Yes.
Now it's sounding even more ridiculous.
He's
Here's a man that abandons you for a year. You don't hear from him. You don't know what's going on with him. He doesn't contact you nor his child. He could have communicated through his father during that year, but all of a sudden your father-in-law said, go back to him, and you say, okay.
This man's a preacher. I believed in what he was saying.
Your Honor, my father has nothing to do anything.
You want to tell me something else? Because I'm not buying that one.
When divorce court returns, Teresa Zanders testifies about her final act of revenge against William.
I put lighter fluid on him, burned him in the front yard.
Lighter fluid?
If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourt.com. Divorce Court is back in the case of Teresa Zanders, who admits setting fire to William's valuable toy collection.
Were you still in love with the man?
No.
You didn't want him back for you, for your sake? He wasn't doing anything for you? Wasn't giving you anything in your life? So you just took him back just because your father-in-law said so?
Well, I wanted to be a good wife.
So what happened when you destroyed his toys? You forgot about being a good wife then?
I must have.
What did you do with his toys?
I burned them.
How?
I put lighter fluid on them, burned them in the front yard.
Lighter fluid? So you took the time to take some from a butane lighter, or did you get a can of lighter fluid?
A can.
Poured it over the toys. What are you laughing at?
Because she's insane, Your Honor.
Do you think it's funny?
I find it quite ridiculous that she could sit here and say that she literally committed arson by taking the lighter fluid.
And I find it quite ridiculous that you can stand there and laugh about it.
I didn't want to marry her in the first place. I was trying to do the right thing. She was getting ready to have my child.
I didn't invite comment.
You know, okay, Your Honor.
You could not realize the danger of taking a can of lighter fluid and setting something on fire in your front yard? Did it have grass?
No, no grass. There was no danger of anything being on fire.
And what example did you give to your son then?
He wasn't there.
What were you burning? What are these G.I. Joe, Star Wars toys? Let me see one of them. You have one?
I got one right here, and I also have a list of each of the items that was destroyed that I can remember.
So bunch of these, this is plastic?
Yes, ma'am.
Bunch of these plastic toys you destroyed? You burned with lighter fluid? Mm-hmm. What did they do, just melt?
Yeah.
And you thought that was real adult-like and a great way to respond to somebody's behavior that you didn't like. What did you think you were accomplishing by burning up these toys?
I did it to hurt him. He loved those toys more than he loved me and his son, and I burned them.
And you thought that would make him love you more?
No.
Thought it would make him love your son more?
No.
So what was the purpose, just to hurt him?
To hurt him.
And how had he hurt you?
He ran around on me, he cheated on me. He says that I thought he was cheating on me. The man came home late from work with 2 hickeys this big on his neck, right here.
Oh, you mean
and
like
told me they were a
bites?
stationary rash, okay? A stationary rash.
Now, when did you figure out this man was, Mr. Zanders was not the type to stay at home and he quote unquote cheated? How long have you known him?
I've known him for about 11 years.
11 years? Knowing mean he lived next door, he lived close by, you hung out with him? What do you mean when you say you've known him?
Okay, we met when we were 13.
Teenagers?
Yes.
And?
And he used to come over. I was still a virgin then, thank you. Anyway.
Yeah, let you tell it.
Mr. Zanders, I didn't ask you to say anything yet.
Anyhow,
and at the rate you're going, you may not ever say anything.
May I finish? Okay. Anyway, he kept trying to come and visit me all the time. We hung out together, and
so you've always had a
while,
liking for this man since you were a teenager?
He was a different person then, yes.
And even as you watched him grow up to be an adult, you didn't pay attention to what his character had become as an adult?
He wasn't like that until after we got married.
So you started cheating after you got married?
Yes.
Mrs. Zanders?
Your Honor, that is not true. That is a lie. She just lie after lie
that
after
is
lie
a lie.
after lie.
What do you think these toys are worth then? Because all you're going to keep hollering is lie.
What do I think those toys are worth?
Yeah, did you cheat on your wife?
Your Honor, I did cheat on her. I'm not going to sit here and say...
How is it a lie then that you did cheat on her?
When divorce court continues, the judge uncovers the real problem between William and Teresa.
I thought they would come in to visit. They moved in. I got people laying on my couch.
Closed captioning for divorce court provided by... If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourt.com. Divorce court is back in the case of Teresa Zanders versus William Zanders, as William testifies about Teresa's family intruding in their marriage.
The problem started when her family started moving into my house. I couldn't even sit down on my own damn couch and watch TV.
You better watch your mouth. Don't you won't be able to stand up on your own 2 feet.
I'm sorry,
because Joe gonna pick you up and take you out of here.
I'm sorry. You know, it's just, that's, you know, her family moved in. They literally, I thought they would come in to visit. They moved in. I got people laying on my couch. So I got people laying on my son's bed.
In my parents' house.
So that is an excuse for you to cheat on your wife.
I was driven out of my house,
Mr. Zanders.
He is lying.
You have a house. You're living in a house. Your wife's family comes. There's too many people in the house, so you say. That justifies you engaging in an affair with another person while you're still married? Did that get the people out of your house?
Okay, Your Honor, basically...
Just answer my question. Did that get the people out of your house?
No, I had to get them an apartment.
So why didn't you just go on and divorce if you couldn't stay married?
Your Honor...
You try to make an justification for your misconduct That's your body down there that you can control. You went and did what you wanted to do because you wanted to. Now you're trying to justify it so it doesn't sound so bad.
Well, okay, Your Honor, I'm not trying to justify that. Okay, I cheated. I'm a bad guy. All right, fine.
Both of you made mistakes. The point is...
we made mistakes, and we made mistakes together. You know, I married her out of the sense of trying to be an honorable man because we were getting ready to have a child together. Okay, and when we got together, everything was different. And then when we got married, things changed. You know, like I said, her family started moving in on us, eating our food, taking away from my son.
That's a
You know,
lie.
she's giving
come on,
every
Mr.
hard-earned penny I gave her to pay the bills, Your Honor. It went to her family in some way,
Mr.
shape, or
Zanders,
form.
I've had enough of the family. So basically what I'm hearing is, she didn't give me enough attention, so I went somewhere else. She's saying that you were constantly running off from the relationship and you didn't know what he was going to do. And so it hurt you. He's bringing other women around. So you decide the only thing I can do to get even with him
is to destroy what he loves most, the toys.
So, and part of those pennies you made when you bought these toys, or did you buy them all before you married?
They were all before I married her.
So you were giving the other pennies that you were earning
To her to pay bills.
how? When you were gone for a year?
Your Honor, that was later on in our marriage that I left for a year. I had a job. I had a job where I worked 40 hours a week.
All right, Mr. Zanders, I hear you.
You know, I worked 40 hours a week. I come home and give her money to pay for, like, we had an entertainment center that I rented in my name, and I told her the guys are gonna come and pick up the payment. If not, if you don't have the payment, they're gonna take away the entertainment center. So I give her the money, I come back, the entertainment center's gone, where's the money?
You got fired, that's where the entertainment center went.
So here's a situation that I hear. You're not meeting what Mrs. Zanders believes is your responsibility to her and your son. Is it a son, right?
Yes.
And she's not fulfilling your needs. So you go off somewhere else and you destroy his toys. Now, I ask you both, does it make you feel any better?
No, Your Honor, it doesn't. My son
Did it
is
make
the
you
one
feel any
suffering.
better by destroying his toys?
Yes.
So it makes you feel better. Let me ask you something. How much money do you have?
I don't have hardly any money. I have enough to take care of my son, and that is it. I have been taking care of my son for 6 years now, and I will continue to do so.
So you committed,
by myself.
So you committed a crime of arson without giving it some thought. You destroyed some toys, even though they are toys just to hurt somebody, without thinking about the consequences of that act, did you?
Not really, no, I didn't.
Now you know what you just did? You took money out of your son's mouth. You knew that he was collecting these toys, right? Mrs. Anders?
Yes.
You knew that they were valuable to him and meant a lot to him.
Yeah, from a childhood, yeah. I didn't know they were valuable for
something
money.
that he had cherished from his childhood. And you burned them without even any thought to them. You're barely making it, you said. You're not making a lot of money. You just took food from your son. Because the law is that property owned and purchased before marriage is the property of the person who owned or purchased it before the marriage. So that was all his property. It was not community. You now owe him $2,715, which you don't have. But you've got to come up with it somehow. That's $2,715 you could have used on your son. But instead, you allowed your anger, your immaturity, and your pain to just cause you more pain. And it didn't do anything in terms of your relationship. And if Mr. Zanders was playing around then and cheating on you, that was a character flaw. Burning his toys is not going to stop it. Before you do something to get even with someone, you need to weigh the consequences. And when you have children, you really need to think about it before you do it. As bad as it makes me feel to take this money from your son, I'm bound by the law. You destroyed it. It wasn't yours. There is absolutely no justification for it. You've got to pay it. Court's order, $2,715. You're ordered to pay to Mr. Zanders. You can pay it in monthly terms, but it has to be paid. That's the court's order.
All rise.
The judge was very fair in her judgment. The items were purchased before we were married. They were for my son.
He doesn't take care of my son. He never took care of me.
My son is the most important thing in this whole deal.
I would do it all again because he deserved it.
That's the price you pay when you do things that you're not supposed to do.
He's scum.